so Daniel, explain to me how we can use ayahuasca and other psychoactive substances to expand consciousness and create a society where all of us will benefit and be advanced.
Yeah, well, if you look at like tribal cultures around the world, they have initiation rituals. And the idea is that when you're a teenager, young person, you actually need to be able to explore non-ordinary states of consciousness to actually become a full, responsible individual. Using substances like ayahuasca,
To expand their
peyote.
consciousness and understand the world differently. Is there a drawing for that one?
Well, there's the shaman.
That's a shaman. Hold that up, Tony.
This is the shaman, everybody. That's
Hold it properly, not sulky.
So a shaman is kind of in the tribal society is their spiritual leader. There's different substances, like one of the main chemicals is dimethyltryptamine or DMT, which is a chemical that we have in our brain.
You've confused Tony.
Dimethyltryptamine is DMT. It's a chemical that's in our brain, and it's also expressed by a lot of plants. And basically, if you take DMT and you crystallize it and you smoke it, you go totally out of this dimension for about 5 to 10 minutes.
Well, that sounds brilliant! I'd love to go to another dimension. Sadly, I'm not allowed to take drugs because I spoiled it. Tea is a type of drug. Okay, so we can go into other dimensions by smoking DMT, which is a chemical also found naturally in our neurology. That's interesting.
Right, and one of the experiences you have is a kind of ego death experience.
Why? What's the problem with the ego? What do we want to kill that for?
Well, I think it traps us in impulse, you know, like we just get stuck in our impulse. Like our whole culture is trying to keep us like buying all sorts of things and so on, and it's ultimately having a negative effect on the planet because we're seeing that we can't keep consuming all the resources of the planet in the same way.
I see, so by taking this DMT, our consciousness would expand and we wouldn't live in such an impulse-based culture. Because I'm not happy buying, like you say you buy stuff like these trinkets, there's a bit where I thought, oh, these will make me happy, these trinkets. Then I got the trinkets, I'm still not even happy, so it's not working.
But our culture is based on making people consume too much. One idea that I've even had is, you know, in a way, if you look at the climate...
Hey, we've not seen all the drawings, don't throw them away.
Sorry,
Little kids did this. What's that supposed to mean?
That's people celebrating as we awaken into a higher state of consciousness.
This can be facilitated not only by the shamanic experience of psychedelics or hallucinogens, but also through meditation and yoga. We can access different states, huh? Oh, cool. That's good. Everyone here following this so far? Ah, someone's confused. Why are you confused?
I'm just not a very smart person.
You probably are. You just not had the right information yet. Daniel, help her.
Well, it's just, you know, if you're open to sort of thinking about the world differently, you know? Like, I think in a way we think that, you know, we're like just subjective people who, you know, are getting our own ideas, but actually a lot of the ideas are fed to us by the media and the culture.
Ooh. Give us an example of an idea that I think is mine, but it's fed to me by the culture.
Even like what we think about authority, what we think about work, you know, all these things are kind of
They're just ideas. It's not like it's an absolute thing.
Yeah, exactly.
Like, so when the police are going, hey, sir, pull over, I could just go, no way, you pull over. And then, like, people go, oh, let's talk for ages before we have sex. I'll go, no way, let's just do the sex. That's basically how I am anyway. I love this guy. These pictures should all end up put around the set somewhere. All right, so, what we've... As you can see, I cherish them. Okay, I'm beginning to understand. What he's saying is, like, say you believe, oh, I should have my hair all blonde like that, I should show a bit of cleavage. These are ideas that I think are fantastic because I'm responding to them. But that's not the only way to operate. Some women, feminists, they think, oh, let's dress in a different way because I don't want to present myself as accessible to men as sex objects. That's an option that's available to you if you want it. Now, secretly, I'd prefer you stayed like that. Because I'm not that enlightened, am I? But there are different types of ideas, and ultimately what we've got to head towards is an inclusive culture, an inclusive society where everyone feels available and able to express themselves, but truthfully, not just using downloaded information from the media that's not really helpful to them. What we should be offered is a whole mad, new, expansive, brilliant new world. Is that right?
I like it.
Let's do it!